For the circuit simulation, to begin with, you need to grab the code from the website. So I'm pulling it out of the Google Doc version. You can select all, which is either Control or Command A for all, and then copy, which is with the C. Control C or Command C, depending on whether you're on a Mac or PC. And then I've got Open Processing open here. If you have the processing app, you can just directly paste it into that. With Open Processing, when you paste it in, Control V or Command V, make sure that you switch it to processing.js. By default, Open Processing uses this other language. We need to use processing.js. And then to run it, up here, I hit that, the little arrow, and that'll start running it. Sometimes this will disappear up at the top. If you need to go back in and change something, you go into this part here, and that will allow you to go change the code. So in order to change this circuit simulation, there's a variety of different variables up here that you can change, and you can change whether or not it draws the current, whether it draws the voltage, whether you want to draw the 3D simulation or not, and these are just set to true or false values. So for example, if I want to draw the current, I can just say true, and then rerun it, and now you can see the current through the wires. If you want to change anything that is part of your diagram, these are the coordinates of the various spots on the grid, and you add those as these edges here. So for example, this particular one, I go from 0, 1 to 0, 0, and I make a wire. So 0, 0 to 0, 1 wire. If you want to add a resistor, you say resistor, comma, and then the name of the resistor here. Make sure you use all the correct symbols, so these are square brackets and parentheses, and make sure you include the commas and semicolons. It might be easier to if you need to add a wire, go ahead and copy this line and paste it where you need it and change the numbers inside of the braces. One thing to keep in mind is that the battery voltage can be set here, and that the battery is always between 0, 1 and 0, 2. So keep that in mind when you're creating your circuit diagrams. If you want to use one of the pre-built ones, what you want to do is you want to comment out the one you're not using. So to comment, you do /* and then */, much like down here. This comments it out, which means that the code is no longer running that particular section. And then go choose the one you want to add. So let's say I want to use this parallel circuit here. And then I erase the two sets of comments /* around that, and then run it again. And now I'm running that circuit. If you accidentally leave multiple circuits, it will try and combine the wires of both, which may lead to a short circuit. There's two pieces to this simulation. It'll show you kind of a circuit diagram over here, including any labels that you've decided to add using those true-false values at the top. And it'll show a 3D simulation of it over here, roughly approximating where the electricity would be flowing based on the battery and your resistors. There are some other variables that you are allowed to change down in this section. So whether you want to color and attach things, whether you want to color short circuits differently. If you want to change the colors, these are hexadecimal values, or you'll sometimes see this as web colors. If you want to change the delay of the circuit simulation. Down below here is where the code starts. You can change that, I suppose, if you want to, but I can't guarantee you what will happen if you try and do that. Hopefully that shows you roughly how to use the circuit simulation.